Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Richard Allen. In today's video, I want to talk about Aquestive Therapeutics. So I want to thank one of my subscribers, Chris Woods, who brought this back on my radar yesterday. I hadn't done a ton of research on this company, but I saw the huge dip that they took just a couple weeks ago. It was harsh. So I know a lot of people got left holding some big bags here with this one. So because it had been on an uptrend since end of July, beginning of August. So everything was looking good for the company, and then bam, the FDA said nope, we're not approving something. Just like with Fortress Biotech tanked. This company tanked a little bit harder, but I'm really excited to talk about it because I think this company has a ton, and I mean a ton of potential. So first, let's switch over to my computer. I want to show you some of the forecasts that we have. And again, this may mean nothing, right? So keep this in mind. When you're investing in some of these small cap pharmaceutical companies, they could go to the moon, but they could get crushed if the FDA decides, you know what, nope, we're not going to approve your drug. But I want to show you why I think this company is going to be far more resilient than some out there. They hold a lot of patents. So, but let's look at forecasts, okay? So on the low end, we're looking at $7. You can see that right here. The median forecast is $13.50, and the high, it would be over 5x from where we're at right now. That would be sweet, given the amount of shares that I bought. We're looking at $31. Boom. It's a big high-end forecast. So, but let's look at the chart for the last year. I read an article about Aquestive that talked about these dips here, and then the almost immediate upswing. A dip, upswing, dip, upswing, dip, upswing. I think we're heading into one of those territories where we're gonna hit an upswing, and I want to tell you how I plan on trading this. But first, let's talk about what Aquestive Therapeutics does and who they are, okay? So they're a biopharmaceutical company, and they have a pretty generic about us section. So you can see that here: advancing medicines, solving therapeutic problems, and improving lives. Pretty generic. But when you read more into what this company is doing and plans to do, it gets a little more exciting. So I want to show you some of their drugs that they have that are marketed with partners, okay? So all of these drugs here are with partners that they do not market themselves. They really only have one drug that they sell and market themselves. The rest are with partners. The newest one being approved in May of this year is Kinmobi. This is a really cool technology, and that's why I'm so excited about this company. This medicine is actually delivered via this PharmFilm. So what this PharmFilm is, it's essentially like a Listerine strip that you put either under your tongue, or on your cheek. There's 3 modes of delivery here. And it dissolves in your mouth, and the medicine is delivered. So here's what's really cool about this, okay? So back in September, a couple weeks ago, when we saw that big, huge dip in Aquestive, it was because of this drug, Libervant, okay? Now, this company hits home for 2 reasons for me, okay? This drug that they're trying to get approved through the FDA that got denied for a reason that I'll share with you in a second, is supposed to treat seizures, specifically cluster seizures. Now, my mother, when she was alive, she struggled with epilepsy. So this is a drug that could have helped her. Instead of taking her carbamazepine that she took every day, she could have potentially taken this and just put it on her cheek and let it dissolve, as opposed to taking pills. She hated taking pills, even though she took them every day of her life for as long as I could remember. She hated it. So this drug is supposed to be an alternative to some of the others out there. And what happened is the FDA responded and said, in certain weight groups, the medicine wasn't as potent as it should be. So that's it. That's it. Other than that, they said everything was good, and there weren't any other issues. So Aquestive is working with the FDA right now to solve this. And what they're saying is they're looking at just changing the dosage, and that should fix it in these other weight groups. So this will probably be approved relatively soon. I would guess probably in the next few months or so. So that's kind of exciting. So this drug is going to give Aquestive a chance to really go on the upswing, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to trade this company probably a little longer than I would some other companies because of that PharmFilm technology. This could be used in so many different ways, and here's another way, right? So if we look at their pipeline here, they are developing. They're in phase 1, right? But it's really cool what's happening with this AQST 108 epinephrine. So remember, I said that this hits home for me in 2 ways. The second way that this hits home for me is 2 of my kids are allergic to peanuts, and it's as a parent, it's terrifying to bring your kids out to eat, to be able to eat peanut butter in the house or chocolate-covered cashews or whatever, right? And it's terrifying to think that you may one day have to stab them in the leg with an EpiPen. So what AQST 108 is going to do is they're going to use this PharmFilm technology to deliver epinephrine. One of the most exciting things that I'm reading about AQST 108, hopefully they'll have a cooler name than that. I'm sure they will. Epistrip or something. I don't know. It'll be something cool. But the FDA granted them a fast track designation for AQST 108. So yes, it's only in phase 1, but they're going to be able to really fast track, and they're going to already be in clinical trials by the end of 2020. So this is really, really exciting. This particular drug right here, if you have any idea about EpiPens at all, EpiPens are freaking expensive. They're really, really expensive. They're finally generics. But this strip will clearly be less expensive than an EpiPen. It just will, right? And to think that I could say, all right, buddy, you had some peanut butter, get over here, put this strip on their tongue, and then they're fine, and not have to stab them in the leg with an EpiPen. This is going to really ease the minds of a lot of parents. So I'm really, really excited for this drug to come out, and I'm excited for Aquestive in general. So let's talk about some of the other reasons that I'm excited for Aquestive. So let's go back over to the charts. Okay, so we see this huge drop in September, and then it's kind of been trading flat since, right, for the last couple weeks. But let's go over, and I have this chart pulled up over here. I want to show you another reason that you should be excited about this company is that the percentage of shares held by institutions is really high. It's 57.5%. And that looks good on paper, okay? But when we look at the largest portion of that is held by Bratton Capital Management. Bratton Capital Management, if you look at their SEC filings, their 13F, they have 2 holdings. That's it. It's 2 therapeutics companies. It's Denali Therapeutics. Denali is about a $5.3 billion market cap. It's a big company. So they own quite a few shares of that as well. But the majority of what they hold right now is Aquestive Therapeutics, 11 million shares. So that makes up 34% of the shares are held by Bratton Capital Management. And who is Bratton Capital Management? Douglas K. Bratton is on the board of directors of Aquestive. So when I saw this initially, I thought, okay, this is a way to get people to think that more institutions are holding this company. So that was a bit troubling to me, but I can get past that because of things like PharmFilm, right? That innovative technology that we talked about. the AQST 108, the Listerine strip of epinephrine for your kids who have allergies. A lot of this stuff is really, really exciting. So how I'm looking to trade this, okay? If I was looking for the short term, I would buy right now and I would sell when it hit $9 per share, because I think it'll do that within the next month. Within the next month, I think this stock could hit $9 per share. Now, if you want to hold longer, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, this company could go crazy. If this PharmFilm technology catches on, I mean, Aquestive is saying that they could have $100 million in revenue from this alone, okay? Sorry, I had to restart my SLR. So I'm back. Okay, so what we were talking about is how to trade this in the future. So I am going to trade this a little more short term, right? I bought about 600 shares today at $4.96 a share. You know, right now I think it's at $5.13. You know, so 505. So yeah, I've already made 40 bucks. Okay, but I think personally I'll make $2,000 on this trade, 2,500, and that's probably when I'll get out. And then my thought is that it'll dip again, and then I'll buy in. Right now, I am trying to grow my portfolio quickly. Okay, and I'll probably do a portfolio reveal here at some point in the near future, but not super soon. So, but this I think is a really good trade. So, Chris, thank you, Mr. Chris Woods, so much for subscribing, and I appreciate you having me take a deep dive into AQST, Aquestive Therapeutics. This, I think, could be a major play in the short term. I'm talking in the next month, couple weeks, but over the next year and a half, you know, if this PharmFilm technology that we're talking about, if this PharmFilm technology takes off, man, this could be absolutely huge for Aquestive. Now, I've seen some really good analyses on this company, and there are some worries that maybe they won't have enough cash flow, things like that. My big worry is that they would sell this PharmFilm technology to a different company, and I think that would really hurt Aquestive. If they keep this technology, they can continue the licenses out to companies like the parent company of Kinmobi, sorry, is, where is it? Synovion. I probably totally botched that, but that's fine. Their parent company, this is a really cool tech that's supposed to help with a really cool drug that's supposed to help with Parkinson's disease. And this technology, this PharmFilm technology, they are the leader in this technology. This could absolutely change the world. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about Aquestive going forward. I hope they get enough capital. I hope they find some other institutional investors that isn't just Mr. Doug Bratton, because you know, they're held by companies, by investors like BlackRock and Vanguard, the Russell 2000 ETF, the Growth ETF from Russell 2000, Fidelity. So there are some big funds that hold this. That is not the case with a company like Fortress Biotech. So yes, this investment could be risky, but for me, I think it's worth the risk. And I think right now we're buying in at we're going to get a really good deal on this company if we buy right now. And of course, if it goes up, we'll see. But I think we're going to see I'm looking for a $9 price target in the next month. I think it could happen in the next month. That's what I'm looking for. By December, I think they're going to have some good news soon on this Libervant drug here, and on this freaking cool drug that I'm really, really excited about. I would much rather have a couple of these strips in my kid's backpack as opposed to having to carry around an EpiPen all the time. When I'm out alone with the kids and I have to bring the EpiPen with, I don't carry a purse. I have to shove it in my pocket. I have to bring cargo pants and look ridiculous. If you like cargo pants, that's fine. I don't like cargo pants. It would be so much easier and so much, it would just take so much stress off of parents if we could just have a couple of these strips lying around and we didn't have to spend so much on EpiPens, because insurance only covers so many. And if your kids are in school and they go to after school programs and on and on and on, right? So now you have an EpiPen for home. You have an EpiPen for the grandparents' house. You have an EpiPen for school and their daycare program. This technology could absolutely be amazing. And with the FDA fast track designation, this could be something that hits home by the middle of next year for them. So I'm really, really excited for Aquestive. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about Aquestive. If you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.